Hello everyone, and welcome to EcoArts class, where we always learn something cool about the planet and we make an awesome art project together. You may have noticed that we're in springtime now, and one sure way to tell is all of the beautiful flowers that are surrounding us. I'm here in my front yard garden, and check it out, there's flowers everywhere. Sure, they're pretty to look at, but do you know the complicated process that's happening behind the scenes to make every single flower pop out? Let me tell you about the flower's life cycle. This is so cool, you may have never guessed it. It starts with a seed. A seed falls on the soil, and with sun and water, it grows into a sprout. If this sprout keeps getting sun and water, it'll grow into a mature plant and eventually produce flowers. These flowers are fertilized, sometimes by a bee or another pollinator, and then they produce seeds in a fruit or seed pod. These seeds fall to the ground, germinate, and start the process all over again. Bees absolutely love the flowers in our front yard. I see them out here every day. Let's see if we can find some. Sure enough, there's one right here, doing its thing, hopping from flower to flower. And there's another one. Bees love these flowers. These are actually broccoli flowers. There he goes. Pretty cool. Flowers are so awesome. And some of them, like this calendula, are even edible. Yum. But don't go around just eating flowers. Some of them can actually be harmful for your tummy, so make sure you ask your mom and dad every time. Now that we've done a garden tour and learned a little bit more about the life cycle of a flower, let's get started on making these really cool rainbow spiral flowers. You ready? Grab your art supplies and let's get started. For this art project, you'll need a large sheet of cardboard. You could use the side of an old cardboard box. You'll need at least 6 sheets of white paper, a black marker, brightly colored crayons in multiple shades of the rainbow, glue, and scissors. Let's start out by making a rainbow spiral. A spiral is a special curve that starts at a point, then goes around the point, but gets farther and farther away from it. A spiral is an open curve, unlike circles and ellipses, which are closed curves. Do you know all the colors of the rainbow? Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Great job! Now let's start at the beginning and start with red. Grab your red crayon and place it in the center of your paper to start the spiral. Now draw a curved line, like you're drawing a circle, but keep the line open, making the circle bigger so that it wraps around the middle. Make sure to leave a big space between the lines. We have to fit all the colors of the rainbow inside. So when you reach the end of the paper, you can stop and then keep going with curved lines on the corners if you'd like. So, what comes after red in the rainbow? Orange! Now, take your orange crayon and start in the very center of the paper. Now follow the red line with your orange right underneath the red marks. Be careful to follow the red line very closely, making sure there's a lot of white space underneath it, because we still need to fit more colors in beneath the orange. Try to stay inside the red line, but if you accidentally color outside the line a little bit, that's okay. Now, can you guess the next color? What comes after orange? That's right, yellow. Follow the yellow line right underneath the orange line. making sure to leave lots of space for our next colors. Now, what comes after yellow? Grab your green. Start in the middle and repeat the same process, following right below the yellow line, leaving lots of space for 2 more colors, if you can. Next up, it's time for blue. Your spiral may be getting crowded with colors, but that's okay. Just do your best to follow the lines and leave space for our last color. Purple. Now trace your purple to finish off your rainbow spiral. Nice work! This spiral will become a pretty flower very soon. Alright, now I'm going to make another spiral for flower number 2. This time I'm using purples and pinks. You can think of what colors will look good together and pick your own colors. You may want to choose colors that appear close to one another on the color wheel. This means they're similar, but a little different. Or you can choose colors that are on the opposite sides of the color wheel to add contrast. In total, we'll be making 6 spirals, so we'll need 6 sheets of paper. 3 pages will be for our flowers. 1 page will be shades of blue for our water. 1 will be shades of green for our stems and leaves. And 1 page will be shades of yellow for our sun. Go ahead and make your spirals now. You can pause this video. Once you have all your spirals, grab your pencil to draw your designs. We'll start by drawing our flowers. You have 3 spirals for flowers, so you can choose 3 different flower shapes. Here are some shapes to choose from. I'm going to start with my rainbow flower. To make my flower shape, I'm going to make the center of the spiral the center of my flower. Then, draw multiple upside-down U shapes in a circular pattern around the center, like this. Great! Now I have flower number 1. Continue to draw flower number 2 and flower number 3 according to the flower shape you choose. Make them big enough to cover most of the page to get a lot of the spiral color in them. Next, draw your water droplets on your blue spiral. Water droplets are like ovals with one pointy edge. Draw at least 5 or 6 water droplets to cut out later. Next, draw your sun in the yellow spiral. Draw a small circle in the middle with a larger circle around it. Then draw lines between the 2 circles for where we'll cut out the rays of sunshine. For the green stems and petals, draw straight lines down the page on one side. Then draw little U shapes for the leaves. Now it's time to cut everything out and turn your spirals from this to this, and your flower spirals from this to this. Awesome job! Now it's time to grab a big piece of cardboard to glue everything together. First, take your black marker and draw a long wavy line along the bottom for the soil. You know we need good nutritious soil for flowers to grow in. Draw little circles and dots for the seeds and the nutrients that are in the soil. Next, arrange your flowers as you'd like them on the cardboard. Play around with different places and see what looks good to you. Now, add your sun, your water, your stems, and your leaves. Great! Now glue everything onto the cardboard exactly as you've arranged it. Perfect! Now if you liked, you can outline it all with a black marker to bring everything together in a beautiful way. Just use your black marker to trace around the edges of your flowers, water, and sun. You can draw some roots at the bottom as well. Nice work, everyone! Thanks so much for making this art project with me. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Please email me at heyparachute@gmail.com with a photo of what you guys made. I would love to see it. Alright, I'm gonna go hang in the garden a little bit longer, so I'll catch you guys later. Until next time, bye! Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more behind the scenes in Miss Rachel's garden. So guys, since we're in my garden, let's go check out the beehive and the composting area where the chicken lives. Come on. Behind me you can see where we cut some flowering plants and we're hanging them upside down to dry so that their seeds dry out and then we can replant them again. Okay, let's keep going. The beehive is over here. Oh wait, one more thing. Here are some little cucumber sprouts. You see that? They started in some really nice soil and they're gonna grow up so strong and healthy. Alright, the beehive's over here. Follow me. Found the beehive. Okay guys, behind me, here's the beehive where the bees go in and out all day long. Check out the bees. There they are, going in and out of their beehive. They're making lots of honey in there. And down here on the ground behind me is the composting area, where we put food scraps, yard waste, and other organic material to break down and make really good, nutritious soil. Rosie helps us, don't you, Rosie? Yep, Rosie loves digging through our food scraps and finding all kinds of little bugs to eat out of there. Having a chicken is great. I hope you enjoyed this little behind-the-scenes tour, and I'll see you next time for our next art lesson. Rosie says goodbye. Bark, bark.